Welcome back, my friend, to the BjjBrick Quick Podcast. My name is Byron. I'm your host. We're talking about jiu-jitsu, doing this in a rather quick fashion. We'll send you on your day. Hopefully you get some mat time today. We've been talking about technology and your gym. Today, talking about posting lesson plans to your classmates or to your team or your students, depending on what your role is. Not your role as a jiu-jitsu rolling, but your role as a role that you fill. Oh, man. I think this is a good idea. I think it helps the students get on the same page before they even walk in the door. It gives them something to do in their downtime during the day to prep for class mentally. If I want to teach a particular sweep, if I could send the group, whether I put it on like a Facebook group or whatever the apps are that people are using nowadays, like a Snapchat or I don't have that one. Whatever. If you could send a little boom, check this out. We'll be doing this today. It doesn't need to be a video that you made. It could be just a video on YouTube or a page explaining something, whatever. A lot of the students will click on that link and watch it and absorb it a little bit at least. They'll be familiar with it. And then when you go to teach it, when you look up to see if they've got a little bit of understanding, you're not going to have that dreaded, everyone has blank stares. Dang it. It feels like you're assigning a little bit of a prerequisite homework. Like, hey, before class, check this video out. It's 3 minutes long. It's going to make a big difference in how the class goes. It can make it a lot easier for you. That's really cool. That's a good way to get everyone on the same page. And maybe, let's just say half the students watch it. That's half the people that walk in the door that day that know what you're going to teach and explain more than they once did, when they woke up in the morning. I don't really know of a lot of places that do this, but I think it's a good idea. The gym I train at, we don't do this, but we typically have a theme for the month. And so the student knows over the course of the month, we're going to be developing our back takes, or our pressure from, top position, or guard passing, or a certain type of guard passing, or whatever it is. And if they want to go and explore this category throughout the month, they're going to have more success. But how much better would it be if the instructor curated some videos, went out there and found the best 3 or 4, and sent them out over the course of the next, couple of weeks or whatever, if we're doing it for a month. Maybe just that day, send a video. You'll know pretty quick. I would think if you did this for 2 weeks, instructors, for 2 weeks you send out a little 3-minute clip of how to do something, you're going to figure out if it's going to work for your gym or not. Either they come in, they're talking about it, they know what you're doing, they have a good idea. Maybe it shortens up that technique portion, and they get an extra roll in. Maybe it doesn't shorten it, but it makes it a little bit better, to where they pick up more of what's going on. Maybe you come in, you show it, and the video you sent shows it a little bit differently, and they have good questions, and they compare things, and they experiment with both ways. I like this. It takes a little bit extra work. Yes, it does. But I think it's a good way to have your students be prepped for class. And if maybe you're doing guillotine chokes this week or month or whatever, and your instructor's okay with you posting something on the Facebook group page about this guillotine setup or finish, whatever, that I think helps people. Make a lot of content. I have some stuff on YouTube. Do a lot of podcasting. I don't do technique videos. There's plenty out there already. So I figured, Why go through all the hassle of kind of making the gym part of the podcasting stuff, part of the BjjBrick.com. I go to the gym. I train. I'm not worried about the website. That was kind of my ideas. And there are plenty of people far more qualified than myself teaching jiu-jitsu online. Don't feel obligated to send out your stuff. Send out something that is good. Students are going to love it, I think. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Maybe it's given you coaches some ideas. If you'd like to support the podcast, go to BjjBrick.com. Become a Patreon supporter. Really appreciate that. Hope you have a great day, my friend. Stay sweaty.